Welcome back to Photo Booth Mastery. Thank you for watching today. I'm really excited about this video because let me tell you that the Everybooth icon has been a booth that I have had my eye on for a very, very long time. I was about to buy it at PBX 2025, but I ran into Susie from Everybooth in PBX London, and she approached me with the opportunity of doing a collaboration, which I said heck yes to because I love this product, and you guys know that I will never ever tell you to buy a product that I don't personally believe in. When Susie reached out to me and said, hey, I really would like you to try this booth, it wasn't even a question for me. I was ready because I already had events in mind that I wanted to send this booth to. And it just so happens that the booth arrived before this one event, which you're gonna see a lot of footage in this video from. So it's perfect timing. Honestly, we launched our now called Fine Art Photo Booth using the icon and their new canvas backdrop collection, which I absolutely adore. So here's what I was sent, care of Everybooth. Thank you again. I got the icon booth, the 2-in-1 light, which means that there is a constant light as well as a strobe, the printer stand, and the entire canvas backdrop collection. So here's what makes this booth so unique. It has a front screen, which is an iPad-based booth, and it's recommended that you run Snappic or Breeze, although you could run any iPad-based software that is supporting DSLR. So Curator or TouchPics, Fiesta, anything like that can actually run on this booth. It does come wired for wired printing using the iPad if you use Snappic or Breeze, which is beautiful because let's be honest, I am not the biggest fan of dongles. So I love the fact that this booth comes with pre-wired printing for those two apps because I use both of those apps. I love that Everybooth came with all the interiors pre-wired, and not just pre-wired, but they were labeled beautifully. So it makes it super easy to set up. So the back screen allows you to use it as either a sharing station, print station, slideshow, or you can just have it branded really nicely. It's a PC-based screen. So there is a mini computer inside of the actual icon head, which controls the back screen as well as your printing. The booth also comes completely brandable front and back, which is really nice. Again, you can change the screens, whether it's a wedding or a corporate event. It really does fit for both. It also comes with this really cute Marshall speaker on the side as an option, which I thought was really great, especially if you're going to be doing a video confessional booth or any type of video that requires them to have music. Sometimes you get put in a corner that doesn't have a lot of ambience or anything like that. You can actually play music from the speaker and it'll be really great for your customers. Let's talk about this 2-in-1 light. There are options that you can get with the icon booth. You can either get the Elechrome strobe, which is a traditional strobe, which has a bunch of different attachments, or you can get the 2-in-1. What I love about the 2-in-1 is that it has this beautiful, super bright, constant light, which means you can shoot video or boomerangs without having an issue. It also strobes, so you're gonna get the perfect photo capture every single time. You have a Bowens mount. What does that mean? It means that you can attach a variety of modifiers to it. You can get a snoot, which we've played around with to get like a spotlight, a beauty dish, or you can get a traditional umbrella or even a softbox. This booth comes with custom bags. So you get a bag for the head of the booth, you get a bag for the printer, and you get a bag for the legs and then one for the light. So they are soft cases, they have wheels, and they have a nice telescopic handle. In terms of portability, this to me is really great. They're easy to get into the car. You don't need a van or anything like that. It fits in the back of your sedan really, really nicely. These magnetic walls are the best thing ever because you don't have to fiddle with screws or anything like that, yet they're secure. Even the printer catch tray is a magnet, and it just looks so seamless with the wood and the magnets, and just, I love this. This is one of the best things I've ever seen in a photo booth. No screws, just magnets. The assembly videos that you get, as well as all the programming videos, super easy to follow, really, really well recorded. And please watch them over and over again and make sure that that is your first stop anytime you have an issue because they did such a great job creating those resources. There is so much marketing material that you get with this booth as well, and just so beautifully curated as usual. I mean, everything you see on their site, you're going to get a lot of that in that marketing material. The attention to detail on this booth, simple things like adding feet to the bottom of the head so that when you're placing it on the ground, it's not wood on the ground. It's these feet that like keep it elevated. The finishing on the outside of the booth is absolutely beautiful. There's no rough edges, nothing like that. They really took the time and care to make this booth a piece of art, honestly. The interior of the booth has fans. So if you're ever working outside and it's really hot and your equipment is starting to get overheated, you don't have to worry about that because there's 2 fans that are circulating air inside the cavity. Really, they thought about every detail here. Okay, the camera rotation. I'm sorry, this is amazing though. You can turn the camera from portrait to landscape with one quick little just move of the camera because of the way they have it set up. The printer matches. It's a beautifully designed wood enclosure as well. And it sits right next to your photo booth. And also the underneath of the head of the icon is where all the plugs go into. So again, really well thought out as to how everything connects. Assembling the booth is super easy. It takes seconds to put it together, and it's just really easy to fit all the pieces. You're not stumbling around wondering what you need to do. Last but not least, our guests love this photo booth. They all were commenting about it the whole night, and they just kept coming back. Let's talk about some challenges because, of course, nothing is perfect. There wasn't really anything that I overly disliked about this booth. I was a little surprised that the inside edges weren't sanded down. So they were a little rough, which was weird to me considering everything else is so polished. But at the end of the day, it doesn't affect anything about the booth itself. And it's just really a small nitpicky thing from me. This is an advanced booth. This is a professional booth. Let's say that again, professional booth. It is definitely not the easiest thing. However, do not be scared if you are a little bit newer and you've been eyeing this booth, because I will say they have done a phenomenal job of breaking this down. So again, you just need to watch the videos. You need to get comfortable with your equipment. But this booth has a lot of capabilities. It is not a cookie cutter booth. It has flexibility because of the way that it's built and because it allows you to use almost any software you want or any setup in terms of lighting, cameras, you name it. The built-in printer server is really nice. I really love that. But again, this is something that does complicate things. But at the end of the day, Everybooth again has made this super easy with all of their tutorials, but there is a lot of moving parts. So again, watch the videos, get comfortable, really understand the logic of using a print server, using this wired printing, because it is super stable once it works, but it is a little bit more advanced. So there's also a lot of moving parts in this photo booth. If you've noticed, like there's a lot of wires, a lot of connections. I've had to order a lot of backups because you know me, I need to have a second of everything in my backup kit just in case. Not being able to ship the booth is a little bit of an issue. Right now, I don't have any plans of shipping the booth, but I personally do ship photo booths across Canada all the time because we do service everywhere, including the US. So this one for me, I'm going to have to build a solution for a hard case, but for the majority of people, you will not have an issue with these soft cases. They make it super lightweight so that you're not having to add an extra 20 to 30 pounds of a hard case on top of a really heavy wood booth. All right, let's talk about price point. So this booth starts at £5,999, which is roughly about $7,500 US. The printer stand is separate and it's £998. So you do get more than just the booth. You are actually paying for the booth setup, ready, wired to go. Like you get everything. You can even add the camera. All you have to add is your iPad and then you're good to go. You're going to get marketing material, tons of support and assembly videos. There's a really great Facebook group as well. And the owners are just such nice human beings, which is something that's really important to me too. So I just really wanted to point that out. So for an all-in-one system that is super unique, really well built, and stands out the way that it does, this is a beautiful price. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my goodness, that is so high, but this is an investment. And I promise you that you will be able to make back your money and then some on this booth because you'll be able to command higher prices. This booth for us, we are really labeling it as our fine art booth. It's going to be a standout booth, and we already charge an average of $3,000 for 3 hours. This booth will be slightly more, mostly because we're going to be pushing higher end prints like Pearl Media 5x7. This booth is really for anyone. If you want to stand out and not necessarily only have a super minimalistic modern photo booth, which hello, my name is Modern Photo Booth. We're obviously going to have it. This is still a modern booth with a little bit of refinement and a little bit of like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like, you know, like the royal family, they're just a little bit refined. That's what it is. It's just refined modern luxury. And that's what you're getting with this booth. So if you're looking to stand out, you're looking to go after luxury weddings, you're looking to go after corporate clients, really going after any type of event, you can absolutely do that with this booth. It will 100% make you stand out from the rest. And with that, would I recommend this booth? Absolutely. If you are even considering it, stop considering it, just buy it. You cannot go wrong with it. This booth commands attention. It is a thing of beauty. It is a statement piece, but it is also a just wonderful piece of technology. It is so versatile and just will add so much to your business if you add this booth. I think this one pairs really well if you also have the modern minimalistic booths as well. So like guac booths, this is what my lineup is guac and icon. I just feel like the two of them really complement each other and provide a well-rounded variety of booths that you can offer to your clients. So with that, I'm giving this booth a 10 out of 10. It really is just so beautiful. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. And if you guys have any questions at all, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to know if you enjoyed this video, what else you have questions on. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.